Hi everybody, and welcome back to another video. Here we are with another helping of everyday psychology to sate your curious minds. Now, according to statistics, only a small percentage of you who watch our videos are subscribed. So, if you haven't already, and if you enjoy what you see here today, do consider subscribing at the end of the video. It would help a lot with YouTube's algorithm in promoting more of our mental health content. With that said, let's delve right in. Do you constantly feel like whatever you say falls on deaf ears? Are you puzzled why people ignore you all the time? But what if it is due to something you may be doing? It's a truth universally acknowledged that having good and healthy relationships can make you a relatively happier person when compared to others. An environment where you are constantly getting ignored can have a negative impact on how you think of yourself and others. This is especially true if you are not aware of why they do so. Do you think there might be some habits you might have that cause people to ignore what you say? Before we begin, please note, this video intends to help you gain awareness about this, addressing possible reasons why people are ignoring you. It is important to keep in mind that it does not aim to put any individual in a bad light. Having that said, here are 5 habits that might have been causing people to ignore you. You know, I see this all the time on the show. People get so wrapped up in themselves and their own stories that they forget the fundamental truth of any relationship. It takes two to tango. When you dominate a conversation, constantly steering it back to your experiences without giving the other person a chance to speak, what message are you really sending? You're saying loud and clear that their thoughts, their feelings, their experiences, they just don't matter. Think about it. How would you feel if someone constantly talked over you, interrupted you, or just glazed over when you tried to share something? Wouldn't you feel a little invisible, like you were talking to a brick wall instead of a human being? That's what happens when you don't listen. You build walls instead of bridges. People stop seeing you as someone they can connect with, someone who cares, and when that happens, they start to tune you out. Remember, a conversation is a two-way street. It's a give and take. You share, you listen, you respond, you validate the other person's experiences and show them that you value their input. That's how you build real connections, and that's how you make sure you're truly heard. Look, I get it. You want the best for people. You see their flaws, their mistakes, and you feel this urge to correct them, to put them on the right path. But here's the thing, nobody likes a constant critic. Nobody wants to be around someone who's always pointing out their shortcomings, no matter how well-intentioned it might be. It's like that old saying, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. When you're constantly criticizing, you're coming across as harsh, judgmental, and frankly, a bit of a downer. People start to associate you with negativity, and they'll naturally start to avoid you. Now, I'm not saying you should sugarcoat everything and pretend everyone's perfect. There's a time and place for constructive criticism, but even then, it's all about delivery. Focus on the positive. Sandwich your criticism between 2 compliments. And most importantly, make sure your intentions are pure. Are you criticizing to help them or to make yourself feel superior? Remember, a little bit of encouragement goes a long way. People are more likely to listen to you, to value your opinion, if they feel like you're on their side, rooting for them to succeed. Chapter 3. We've all met them, haven't we? The Eeyores of the world, the ones who always see the glass as half empty, who can find a dark cloud in every silver lining. And let me tell you, being around that kind of negativity is draining. It's like emotional quicksand. You see, our brains are hardwired to avoid pain and seek pleasure. And negativity, well, that's just emotional pain wrapped up in words. Studies have actually shown that people will go to great lengths to avoid negativity, even if it means missing out on something positive. So if you're constantly complaining, gossiping, or just generally radiating negativity, don't be surprised if people start to give you a wide berth. They're just trying to protect their own emotional well-being. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a Pollyanna, skipping around with rose-colored glasses. Life has its ups and downs, and it's okay to acknowledge the tough stuff. But for every negative thought you entertain, try to counter it with a positive one. Focus on solutions, not problems. And choose to be around people who uplift you, not drag you down. Chapter 4. Now, this one might be a little tough to hear, but it needs to be said. Sometimes people ignore us because, well, we're not exactly making it easy for them to notice us. We blend into the background, we mumble, we avoid eye contact, we become invisible, not by choice but by default. And you know what? I get it. Putting yourself out there can be scary, it makes you vulnerable. But here's the thing, life rewards action. The more you shrink back, the more you disappear. The more you own your space, the more you'll be seen, heard, and respected. So, how do you grab attention in a way that feels authentic and confident? It starts with your body language. Stand tall, shoulders back, chin up, make eye contact, smile, and project your voice. Don't be afraid to take up space. And when you speak, speak with conviction. Believe in what you're saying. Remember, you have something valuable to contribute. You have a voice, a perspective, a story that deserves to be heard. Don't let fear or insecurity silence you. Step into your power, and the world will take notice. Chapter 5. Have you ever been in a conversation where you're just stuck in your own head? You're so busy crafting the perfect response, anticipating the next witty thing to say, that you completely miss the actual conversation happening around you? Yeah, that's overthinking in action. And it can be a real conversation killer. While you're busy rehearsing your lines in your head, the actual conversation is moving on without you. People are sharing, connecting, laughing, and you're stuck in your own little world of what-ifs and should-have-saids. And here's the kicker. People pick up on that. They see you hesitate, they hear the awkward silences, and they assume you're not interested in engaging. They think you'd rather be somewhere else, doing something else. So they stop trying. The key here is to get out of your head and into the moment. Stop trying to script the perfect conversation and just let it flow naturally. Listen to what people are saying, respond authentically, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Some of the best conversations happen when we let our guard down and allow ourselves to be truly present. So there you have it, folks. 5 subconscious habits that might be making you invisible in your interactions. We hope we were able to give you some insight into why people might be ignoring what you say. Do any of these habits resonate with you? Which one do you think is the most potent conversation killer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm always interested to hear your experiences. And hey, if you'd like to see a follow-up video on how to break these habits and become a master communicator, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and share it with anyone who might be struggling to connect with others. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching.